Welcome back to The Great Outdoors. We're back at Weaver's Archery in Middleburg with Keith Weaver. And Keith, we're in a brand new room, old room, new room, but you have a brand new Technohunt. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so the Technohunt is still the same, but yet it's not, if that makes sense. Same tunnel, but just updated. And the equipment is really updated as well. We'll be shooting it here shortly, but the average person can get a lot more shooting. And it's good practice too, because the animals can move and you know, they don't react to the sound necessarily, but you can have a lot of fun, and it's air conditioned and it's heated, and something you can do with just your friends. You can have a birthday party in here. Lots of good practice, lots of good time, and we even have competition shoots with it in the summer and in the wintertime.
And a wide variety of things to shoot at too, right?
Oh yeah, you can shoot from down to a little insect grasshopper, I believe it is.
I'm doing big. I'm going big.
Right. You can go anywhere from little grasshopper all the way up to elephants, giraffes, deer, bear. Bunch of different things. It really is a lot of fun.
How does it work? You have I see you have some different things in here that maybe reads when the arrow is shooting.
Right. So where we're standing here, there's the system knows that there's 3 lanes. So 3 people can shoot at the same screen at each time, and there's cameras up here and down here that pick up the flight of the arrow from the different lanes, and that's how the individual archer gets a lot more shots per hour. Before our old system, you would shoot and then I would shoot, and we can still set it up that way, yeah, depending what the person's going to do. Or the neat thing about shooting it like that is children and youngsters that can't shoot 20 yards, we can have them shoot down at 5 or 10 yards, so they can still have a lot of fun with it as well. All right, so we're going to shoot this system a little bit, and just to show you a little bit how it works. You use your own equipment. You can rent stuff if you want, but it's best to be sighted in with your equipment so you know how you shoot. The biggest thing is to make sure that you have a blunt like that so we don't punch through the screen. And here we go.
No pressure.
It's a lot of fun, but it can be a little frustrating when you think you have a good shot and it gives you a body.
Oh, I got a body to the back. I'm getting closer.
Oh, that's a tough. Oh boy. Ooh, you have a black bear there on the left. Oh.
No, miss.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
So Keith, any restrictions?
Yeah, so the biggest thing is to make sure that you have the approved Technohunt point on your arrow, because you don't want it to punch through the screen. Yeah. That adds a lot of money to the hunt. And the other thing would be this arrow speed. There's 330 feet per second or less arrow speed. Some bows are over that, some crossbows are over that. But it's designed to be 330 or under. And what we've had happen with some of the higher speed crossbows, even with the right point, is it's still too much energy. It just punches right through, and we don't want that. No. We want to have a lot of fun doing this, and so really those are the only 2 restrictions. It's good to book a time slot so that when you get here, you know you have a time slot. Walk-ins are okay, but if there's folks in it, then you kind of be like, oh, bummer. But, so book a time slot and you're good to go.
Okay, if people want to do that, how do they find Weaver's Archery?
Weaversarchery.com, give us a call, send us a message through Facebook. Pretty simple to find.
Weaver's is?
Excellence in archery.
Lackawanna State Park is a great mountain bike facility because most of the trails have been built by volunteers, almost exclusively volunteers, and there's over 20 miles of trails. If you turn around and go the opposite directions, you have 20 more miles of trails that are totally different than the riding in the other direction. But you can ride easy rides. You can be a beginner, and this is where I started to ride, where I'd go out and I'd maybe do 1 or 2 miles of riding. And it develops into where you build up to it, and we go out and do 10, 12, 15 miles, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And it's just a great place to mountain bike. There's a lot of facilities in the area, a lot of facilities, but this is, I think this park gets ridden more than any other mountain bike park in northeastern PA.
There's a little bit of everything here. There's everything from trails like for a beginner biker that aren't too technical, and then there are some really technical downhill trails that challenge everybody that rides here. The wheel size is really the big thing right now. There's everything from 26-inch to 27.5 to 29, and there's fat tire 27.5, fat tire 29, everything in between, and there's the true fat tire bike that my friend's on over there.
Not like these young kids that have to scrape every nickel and dime. I can afford to buy whatever bike that I so choose. And this bike happens to be a fat-tired bike that is pretty much all of carbon, where it is full suspension, where it has suspension in the front, easy on your arms. It has suspension in the back, easy on your butt and your back. But, and it's also made out of carbon.
I've actually been mountain biking for 2 years now. My cousins got me involved in it last year. They gave me a donor bike, and then I recently bought a bike off of a guy that we go with all the time here. I really enjoy a good workout, a good challenge. Mountain biking can be extremely challenging, and I honestly just like to be outdoors at any point in the day.
Now that we have you excited about mountain biking up in Lackawanna County and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, we're at Sickler Bike and Sports Shop in Kingston. David Temerens joins us from Sickler Bikes. And David, so many bikes out there for mountain biking. How do you choose? How many are there?
Well, there's a lot of different kind of bikes out there. There's fat bikes, plus bikes, enduro racing bikes, general mountain bikes. We have something to fit any kind of rider.
What's the hottest trend right now?
Plus bikes. It would be a general, like a mountain bike with a 3-inch tire on it, 2.8-inch tire. It's kind of in between a regular mountain bike and a fat bike.
How does that work on the trail for you?
It's increased traction. It really smooths out the trail a little bit, and it keeps you pointing in the direction you want to be going.
We saw a guy on the trail at Lackawanna State Park have a fat bike. What does that do?
Generally, they're made for riding in snow, but a lot of people enjoy riding them all year long. They're great for wet leaves, mud, and stuff like that.
So I noticed you have a bike here with some bigger shocks. Which one's that?
The Kona Process. It's our enduro racing bike. It's generally made for any kind of mountain biking, but can handle a little bit steeper downhill action.
The best thing about Sicklers is that it's close, and they have a great selection of different brand name bikes. And in the world of living online, it is so nice to be able to go into a local bike shop and touch, feel, ride. The people at Sicklers, the technicians, the mechanics, the owner, Dave Kaplan, great people. I mean, they're enthusiasts. They ride bikes. All of the local bike shops, all of the owners ride. So it's a great thing.
What are the brands you have for mountain bikes here at Sicklers?
We have Giant, Cannondale, Salsa, and Kona.
So where are you guys located?
We're at 738 Wyoming Ave in Kingston and 298 Noble Road in Clark Summit.
And we can find you on the web where?
At sicklerbikeshop.com.
Next on The Great Outdoors, we'll explore the beauty of the 7 tubs. Plus, we'll head inside the cabin.